So the cost at a community college is a lot lower than it is for a four-year institution. That's for a number of reasons. We really at the community college focus on teaching. We don't focus on research. We really just focus on teaching for the jobs in our area. And so there's a whole part of four-year institutions that we just don't need to worry about at community colleges. We're really focused on student training. And that keeps the costs a lot lower. At MCC, for example, our tuition costs are about $6,000 a year. So for about $10,000 or $12,000, you can get an associate's degree. Compare that to a four-year institution that could run you between $40,000 and $100,000 over the cost of that degree. We're a lot more affordable option in terms of pursuing higher education.
When you said 10 or 12,000, that's for 2 years. Yes. That you need to earn your certificate or associate's degree, right? Do you have you are the director of scholarships?
I am the director of scholarships.
So I do assume you have scholarships.
Yes.
Is that right?
We do. We have about $3 million worth of scholarships to give away every year. And again, it's because the students we serve, they know what they want to be when they grow up. We have generous donors that want to support students entering that workforce, and we need to pay for those students' tuition. $10,000 or $12,000 is a lot more affordable than the $40,000 or $100,000 for other institutions, but that's still a lot of money for a lot of families. $10,000 or $12,000 is a lot. So we have scholarships available to help those students be able to pursue higher education and finish their degrees.
Okay, let's simplify this part.
Perfect.
I'm a student, I'm enrolling. When do I apply for scholarships, or where do I go for scholarships?
Yes, so that's what we're working on right now. You can go to our website, mccneb.edu/scholarships, and all the information's right there on how to apply for scholarships. But again, we offer scholarships every quarter because we have new students starting every quarter. So we give away between $250,000 and $500,000 every academic quarter to our students to keep pursuing more and more education. And then once a year we offer around $1.5 million for new students starting at MCC for the first time. So if you are a high school student right now, or a parent of a high school student, and you want to send your kid to Metropolitan Community College, now is a great time to be applying for scholarships. So that
we're talking about the fall of 2019,
2019, right? That's right. So if you have a student interested in pursuing a degree at MCC in fall of 19, now is a great time to be applying for scholarships.
After finishing your community college, getting the certificate or the associate's degree, can they use that degree to find a job? Just that degree, nothing else, but can they use that to find a job? I'm just trying to understand what is the benefit of attending the community college?
Sure, I can expound on that a little bit. So yes, that credential that they earned, whether it's a career certificate, one of those short-term training programs, or an associate's degree, often leads to a job. That's very intentional. So one of the things that we do at a community college, and particularly Metropolitan Community College, is every program we have also has an advisory board that is comprised of members of industry. And so imagine you have all these businesses, employers in the area telling us what their training needs are. So we hear directly from industry what their trainings are. We make sure our curriculum, the equipment we're using, that what we're training the students is exactly what those employers are looking for. Oftentimes, when our students graduate with a certificate, those employers that serve on the advisory board say, I need that student because that's exactly the type of employee I need working for me. We have some programs with 95% or higher placement rates into jobs. We are training exactly what the employers are looking for. Our students have tremendous success in finding jobs right after MCC.
So you basically know what the demand for that particular trade would be after 2 years or 4 years, and then you offer the
That's
seeds.
Right. Yep.
Okay. Now, I am a high school student. I'm graduating. I'm coming to community college. Can I transfer my credits? I don't want to go to work right away after
Okay.
gaining my certificate or associate's degree. What can I do with your credits that I have earned at your community college?
Absolutely. You can transfer them to many institutions around the country, particularly in our area. We actually are just starting a transfer center, so if there is a student who took a few classes at MCC and is interested in transferring to a four-year institution, we have staff on hand that can help you identify which classes will transfer and help do that paperwork to make sure it's a soft handoff over to the four-year institution of your choice.
Chris, you mentioned around the country, so a student at Metropolitan Community College can choose to go to a college, let's say in Florida,
Absolutely.
and if they can transfer the credits?
Absolutely.
So it's not
Yeah.
just here in town?
It's not just here in town, yep. So institutions have articulation agreements with many institutions across the country. We have really good articulation agreements with our local four-year institutions that we see a lot of students transfer to. But if there is a student at MCC that really wants to go to University of Florida, we can work with that student and that institution to make sure that certain credits will transfer over to that institution.